Well, as we mentioned, Sunday marks the 5th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina's landfall. While the focus has been on rebuilding the city of New Orleans, so many families are still mourning the lives lost during and after the storm. According to NBC News, a total of 986 people died in Louisiana. 446 more died in other Gulf Coast states. The U.S. Armed Forces rescued more than 41,000 people, and over 8,000 pets were saved. And we want to bring Rachel back in now. And Rachel, you worked in New Orleans, covered Katrina. You're back for this anniversary in one of the most damaged areas of the city.
Absolutely, Jerome. The Broadmoor district was so badly hit that city officials actually wanted to make it into a drainage area, but the community rallied against that. We're introducing you to Ashley Tsai, a Bel Air High School grad now going to Duke University, who was sent in to document Broadmoor's successful comeback. Here's the story through her eyes.
I would describe Broadmoor as just a very resilient community. I know it's kind of a word that you hear a lot, and but it's very true. The city had designated them as an area that was going to be made into a drainage park. They weren't going to rebuild, but the community really fought for themselves. They wanted to come back, and they were just outraged that the city would do that to them. They started organizing, and they were just really, really hardworking. People are just willing to go through that because they love New Orleans so much. And when someone's in front of you and they're telling their story, there's no escaping it. You have to think about it. You have to experience what they experience. You feel it and you see it. When I was talking to a lot of the people, a lot of them actually had been in Houston for a little while. And it was always this one little thing that would be like, oh, I'm from Houston too. And it was this one thing that we could connect over. I think it helped people feel more comfortable with me when I wanted to take photos. Or his name is Daryl Young, and he's better known as Dancing Man 504. In this photo, he's asking them, where are you from? And they say 504, trying to build this sense of unity and community. You still see many houses that still have the X mark on them, that with the name, the date of the inspection, number of people who died, and you see that on a lot of houses. Those stairs are kind of like common throughout the city. It's really eerie because it's strange to think about how someone's entire house just floated away. All they came back to were the front steps. You still see, peeling paint. There's piles of debris in certain areas, houses that are still in ruins, still empty. But then you see people rebuilding. That's their house right there in the back. She was telling him that they were going to rebuild soon and they'd be moving back soon. You're just very humbled by the experience because, yeah, it's just, you can't help just kind of being in awe.
You can see Ashley Tsai's pictures at click2houston.com. Tsai went as part of a group from Students of the World. Now, this is the only time the program has sent students into an American city. In fact, the other volunteers were sent to Kosovo and Tanzania.
All right, now, Rachel, I know that you lived and worked in New Orleans for a while, so you're very familiar with the area. We've certainly heard a lot about Katrina and its impact on the 9th Ward. Now, have you been back there?
We did. We went back there and spent a lot of time down there. There are actually 2 organizations that are working to rebuild. We talked with them, met some of the homeowners to find out who are these people that are coming back and how are they getting back. You'll see that story coming up tonight at 10 on KPRC Local 2.